Hey, alright, hello guys. Welcome to another video, and yeah, I'm just gonna showcase the nighttime plants and the pool plants. Okay. Alright, so we're done going over all these. Now let's have some fun. Now I'm gonna pick the one that we're gonna go through. Alright, so fume shroom. He is a pretty special fellow. Basically, he attacks slower and does a little bit less damage than a pea shooter. So I mean, just test him against this guy. Oh my gosh. Doesn't really do much damage. But the fume shroom cannot solo it. Yeah. You need 2 fume shrooms to handle each zombie. He costs 25 sun, so it's definitely worth it. Alright, now we have Ice Shroom. Now he may look normal at first. So basically, he costs 25 sun, so he's pretty worth it actually. And just show you him in action. I'm also gonna do a new update, so yeah. Okay, the zombie's frozen in place for a pretty long time. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna show you for Ice Room. Now let's move on to the next one. Moving on to the pool plants, we have. Actually, I'm just gonna show you all the plants. We have 3 Peter. So each one does like a garden for 2 sun. 3 Peter is a pretty interesting one. So I made like randomly this. Now we're gonna look. Are you seeing this, guys? Is he worth the cost? Do I have to increase his cost by a little bit? I might have to do that soon. And just show you it again. His design is basically just based on a gentleman. Now let's see it in action again. He just shreds. Let's move on to the next one. Next up, we have someone pretty cool, actually. He's called Blue Sorcerer or Blue Wood. I have not gotten a name for him. So basically, he works with Torchwood, but there is some differences. You see his cost? Well, there's a reason why he costs that much. 1 shot. Basically, let's just place down some pea shooters to show off the. I know you guys are waiting for a unflorished episode. I promise it will probably be sometimes today. All right, now look at this. That's some cool stuff, isn't it? Let's move on to the next one. Moving on, we got Jalapeno Squad or Blue Pepper Squad. Look at this. Look at this guy. Now this one does the most damage in the entire game. Let me show you. And we obviously know that the jalapeno one shots a lot, but look at this sick animation. That's pretty cool, isn't it? That's just so cool. I'm trying to find a way how I make it 3x3 because look at the explosion. I want it to be 3x3, but like if I place it over here, the zombie lives. Hold on, if I place it over here. Wait, the zombie died. Sometimes it dies and sometimes it doesn't. That's what I need to fix. Okay, let's go for it one more time. Alright, let's move on to the next one. Next one is cactus. Now, cactus has a high cost, see? But there's a good reason for that. Look at this. So I'm just find where the zombie is and I'll place her down when the zombie, where the zombie is. You see that? It can hit multiple directions. And if you place a lot of them down, it does insane damage. The only downside is that it actually doesn't hit anything with shields. Now look, so I put 3 columns of cacti. Look at them shred. These are better than pea shooters in every way. I'm gonna make them attack even faster, so they're worth it. They're basically just you could use her as a main attacker because she's a very good plant, despite her cost. Let's see it again. That does more DPS than 3 pea shooters, by the way. Alright, let's move on. Alright, this is gonna be all out. Let me just show you what each pulting plant does. So basically, let's go for cabbage pult. No, cabbage pult, despite his cost, he's actually very, very good. Just wait for a zombie. There. Now look at this. Look, he 2-shot a zombie. He does way more DPS than pea shooter. Using him as a main attacker is a pretty good idea as well. Now let's see a full column of these. Okay. That's pretty good, isn't it? Let's move on. Also, I forgot to tell you that shovel, which is S, is a hotkey for it. So let's move on to the next one, which is seed pult. Now, seed pult has gone through a lot of changes. Like, he has gotten nerfs, buffs, and stuff. He used to never hit a zombie, but now he does. So basically, his damage is 24, and the butter does, I don't actually really remember. Well, he has 63 damage. So his damage is like all over the place, but like he's very good as well. But he's still like very good. He does less damage than pea shooter, so he's more of a crowd control plant. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. Moving on, we got melon pult. So I forgot how much seed pult cost. It cost 75 sun. And now there's melon pult, which, yeah, very, very strong. His downside is his cost. These are all the plants I want to go through today. You guys, are you seeing this, guys? He's called the melon master. Let's move on to the next one. There we have 2 more. Here we got Kulik. And we got another one. So let me show you what it does. He's the same as a normal garlic, but he has way more health than normal. Like you could use you could make like an obstacle course. Well, like with Spikeweed, which we'll go over later on. But let's continue. I want to show you missile cannon though. Let me just show you Spikeweed first. Okay, so see Spikeweed here? He looks pretty cool. He costs 25 sun. he does less damage than a pea shooter, but it hits them rapidly. He does like 5 damage to be exact, which basically you need 2 spike. Oh, oops! You need 2 spike weeds to handle a brown coat. Yeah, and then yeah, I wanna go through missile cannon now. Look at its design, bro. Look at that. Look at that pointer, bro. Now we'll aim it over here. It's a pretty cool animation. Boom. And now I just want to show you the radius of this. So you see, I'm gonna aim it over here. I won't be seeing that because what the frick? All right. The radius of this is actually insane. So we're gonna put it over there, right? She dies. It's an insane radius. Gotta like aim it over. Wait for a zombie. Over here. It does some good damage as well. It insta kills anything in the game. It's pretty good. Alright, so yeah. That's all for today. I'll show you more plants when I'm done with the update. See you guys.